Many people think that the quadratic formula is a manifestation of ugly algebra. There are just too many symbols in this equation, and there doesn't seem to be direct intuitive proof of why this formula is true. In this video, we will try to show a way of visualizing the quadratic formula, and as a practical byproduct, you will learn how to solve for the roots directly when you're given the sum of roots and the product of roots. Let's call these roots alpha and beta, and visualize them with a graph. Between alpha and beta, there is a midpoint, which we will call m. Notice that m has the same distance from alpha and from beta. Let's call this distance d. Now, we can express the roots in terms of m and d. Alpha is the midpoint minus that distance, while beta is the midpoint plus that distance. In other words, the roots, which are alpha and beta, are just the midpoint plus minus the distance d. Since the midpoint is the value between the roots, it makes sense to say that the midpoint is the average of the roots, which is half the sum of the roots. Now, let's try to find a way to express distance d. Remember that we are given the product of the roots, alpha times beta. We can use our previous equation for alpha and beta and rearrange the terms to get an expression for the distance in terms of the quantities that we know, which are the sum and product of the roots. You can pause to inspect each step carefully, but they do not require more than elementary algebra. Now, we have definitions for the midpoint and the distance. If you substitute these definitions inside the equation for the roots, you will notice that the only unknowns are just the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. Finally, we can solve for the roots because at the start, we are given the sum and the product of the roots. Remember at the start of the video, our first aim was to visualize the quadratic formula? Well, we've already done that, but we still need a little bit of rearrangement. In our last video, we have shown that the sum of the roots is equal to negative b over a, and the product of the roots is c over a. Putting these values in and simplifying the expression gives the familiar quadratic formula. Pause the video if you want to inspect the steps. And there you have it. That is how you derive the quadratic formula. Thanks for watching. We hope this video helped you to gain a bit of intuition in quadratics. By the way, are you an SPM 2021 candidate who seeks a supportive community? Or a volunteer who wants to support SPM candidates? If so, the Safe SPM 2021 Discord server is for you. Here, SPM candidates can study together and meet new friends, while SPM graduates can join in as tutors to provide academic support at their own leisure. No commitment required. For more details, click the link in the description. See you in the next video.